Hi everyone, today I'd like to do a nice little haul of all my favourite things, mostly Guerlain and some Estee Lauder, and those are probably my two favourite brands. So, I will mention something I got not too long ago, which is not quite of the same calibre, but it's the Smashbox colour correcting stick. And I got it in Look Less Tired in Light. This is actually not quite light enough for me, but I mix it with NYX or NYX Milk Pencil, and I quite like it actually. I wasn't sure. You do need to sharpen it after every use, which is a little annoying. That's just by the by. Okay, now firstly, when I went to Estee Lauder, I picked up another lucidity powder. Now, if you haven't tried it, lucidity powder, I don't have it here, but I'll do a separate review if anyone wants. It's really finely milled and it's got a slight reflective quality. It's a bit like MAC Mineral Skin Finish Natural, but it's a lot nicer and it gives that real skin-like effect. It's a bit like Meteorites, but slightly more matte and mattifying, and I really like it on top of Double Wear. So I got another one of those, and I picked up this, which is, I think it's limited edition. This is a really nice bag, I think. It's very flat, which is quite rare. Usually they're really bulky and not a very useful size. This one's small and flat, so I think it will be useful for travel. It's your makeup bag, and it comes with a full-size one of this, which is the BB Highlighter Double Wear Brush On Glow, and this set was £31, and this is, I think, £24 or £28 by itself, and this is full size, and the shade is soft pink, which is probably the one I'd have picked, and this gave me the perfect opportunity. This is really good stuff. It's a lot like Touche Eclat, and it's a lot like the Clinique more, I can't remember what it's called, but their version of Touche Eclat, which is much more concealing. So this is somewhere in between. It's got more concealing property than Touche Eclat, but it's very reflective, just like Touche Eclat, and more than some of the other ones out there. So I really like it, and it's a bit bulky because I don't think it has, I'd have to check, but I don't think it's got more product in it than Touche Eclat. It's got quite little product, but it's quite bulky, so that's one negative, and it's got the same brush system. These brushes, I do use the brush, but then I rinse it and soap it. So anyway, that's really good. And it also comes with a baby lip gloss, which I'm wearing at the moment. This is quite a nice lip gloss, nothing to really write home about, but I'm glad it's not very sticky. It is a tiny bit sticky, or at least a tiny bit heavy feeling. I got a Guerlain lip gloss, so I've got very high standards. That's my favourite, so I'll compare that to the Guerlain in a moment. But anyway, this is in shade Discreet Nude, and it is rather discreet. And it's got a nice high shine finish, but it's just a lip gloss at the end of the day. And the formula is Pure Colour Envy Sculpting Gloss. And then I also got in the set a little mini bronze goddess, and if you've never tried the I think it's called Bronze Goddess, in their bronzer anyway, it's really huge. It's really reasonably priced actually. It's £33, but you get a huge compact. I think it's something like 25 grams. So anyway, this is the shade Medium, 02 Medium, and I've never actually owned one of these. I've had minis before, but never tried this colour, and I really love it. It's quite a pinky shade of bronzer, and I didn't really know how to wear bronzer until I watched a video by Julia Graf recently, and she showed how to do it with a big kabuki, so it works really nicely. Got a little shimmer in it, but only enough to liven up your face. It is quite matte otherwise. So I really like that. So that's that set, really highly recommended. I have a local chemist who sells Guerlain, and they managed to unearth one of these, which is actually, it's been replaced. I've got the replacement actually. This powder, which is Mythic, Meteorites Mythic, It's exactly the same as the Mythic balls. They replaced it with, this is my Z palette, I depotted it. And this is Mythic as well. This is meant to be illuminating and mattifying. I think it's called illuminating and mattifying powder, meteorites. And I just don't find it very illuminating, whereas this, which is what came before it, but unfortunately you can't get it anywhere, they managed to find one, is the meteorites that came before, and this really is the exact same thing as the Mythic balls. It gives you that glow. This is just more convenient to use, so I really like that. So that was the first thing I picked up. The next thing I got, and if you haven't used it, it's absolutely amazing. This is my favourite liquid liner. It's just called the Guerlain eyeliner, apparently. Rose Cendre. It's that shade. And it's got a really long tip and a really fine little brush. And it just gives the neatest line. Absolutely amazing. Next thing, which they also managed to unearth, is something which was discontinued. And I bought it at the time, but they found another one. It's the Guerlain Terracotta Sunny Pink Blush. It's in a squeezy tube, and I've got it on at the moment as well. And it's a beautiful corally pink with really great glowing properties. So hopefully you can see that again. And the next thing which I got is lip gloss. Hopefully you can see how shimmery that is. And this is called the Maxi Shine Starry Shimmer Top Coat, or Gloss d'Enfer, and this one is in 902 Reflet Étoilé, and it really is so reflective. And this is so non-sticky, really shiny, really makes your lips look plump. And the final thing which I got, which Guerlain brushes are not very good, but they're just so beautiful. I always get swept up and just end up getting them, but the truth is they're not the best. But this is their brand new one, and it's called the foundation brush, and it comes in a little pouch like this. Got that on the pouch. The truth is this pouch is it's not very well made. It kind of feels a bit cheap. And this is the brush. So gorgeous and really feminine. And I hesitated before buying this. And I even watched some Guerlain videos, and it looked a bit flimsy when they used it, but I just thought, have to try it. And they didn't have a brush that I could try in the chemist, so I just thought I'll just get it. And it's not very good for foundation, to be honest. I prefer my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush, but I've tried this with highlighter, and I really love it with highlighter. And the highlighter which I'm using is actually this one, which is not new, this is from years ago, but it's really huge. This is kind of the size of the Estee Lauder bronzers, actually, just mammoth size. And this is Terracotta Sun in the City Sweep of Sunlight highlighter. That's what I've got on top of my blusher. And I applied it with this, so it really gives a great effect. It does do a good job of highlight for that. Very, very, if you like that really strong highlight, it gives you really good finish, and it's not too big, so as long as you like the dramatic look. So that's the end of my haul. Hope you enjoyed, and I'm really loving all of this stuff, so definitely recommend it. I hope that helped, and I'll speak to you all soon. All the best, bye.